Well, hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how to place photos in an InDesign file. So the program we're using is InDesign CS5. So once you've opened up InDesign, you're going to click on Create New Document. By default, I'm going to just use a 51 wide by 66 height pixel document. You can go landscape as well. Depends what you want to do. Let's go landscape. So I'm going to click OK. And here's our document here. First thing I want to do is I'm going to set up some guidelines. So I'm going to click Layout, Margins and Columns. I'm going to choose 3 columns, like so. I'm going to make the gutter 0p6, that's the space in between each one. I'm going to hit OK. Then I'm going to click Layout, Create Guides. So I'm going to fit the guides to the margins, and I want 3 rows. I'm going to preview that, and again I'm going to make the gutter 0p6, and then I'm going to hit OK. That's going to make sure that each picture is the same size. Now, to put pictures in, I'm going to create what are called rectangle frames. So I'm going to tell InDesign where I want those photos to go. So I'm going to click on the rectangle frame tool. I'm going to go to this box, and I'm going to make a box here. Now, to speed up the process, I can duplicate this by clicking on the arrow tool. If I hold Option and Shift down on my keyboard and I scroll over this, I'll get kind of a double arrow, a black and white arrow. I'm going to click and drag over. And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to hold Option Shift, click and drag over. So now I'm going to have 3 that are the same. If I want to speed up the process, I can highlight all of them, hold down Option Shift, drag down. And you can see when it's lined up, you'll get a little horizontal line. I'm going to let go. I'm going to do it again. Option Shift, drag down, and let go. Now I have 9 boxes where I can put photos in. To put a photo in, I'm going to click on the box. I'm going to hit File, Place. I want to place an image, so I'm going to go online. I'm going to find the image that I want. Let's say I'm doing cupcakes. I'm going to click on this cupcake photo, and I'm going to hit Open. What happens is InDesign automatically puts in the default size of that image. That's too big. That's a really zoomed in picture. I'm going to right click, hold down Fitting, and I'm going to fill frame proportionally. And it's going to put that cupcake photo in a better proportion. If I want to change the size of that image, I'm going to click on the white arrow tool, click on the image, and if I hold Shift and go wide, I can make it bigger. If I let go, I can reposition what I want that image to be. So you're going to do that for all of the images that you want to put in this InDesign document. Once you're happy with all your images in here, I'm going to export this out. I'm going to save it as an InDesign file. Landscapes. When I'm happy with all my 9 images that are here, I'm going to hit File, Export. And I'm going to export this out as an Adobe PDF print. And I'm going to save it. This all looks good. Hit Export, and it'll render it down, and that's the document you want. So I like using InDesign because you can quickly have this nice spacing in between your images, and it's relatively easy to place each photo in. Makes it a lot easier than Photoshop. Enjoy.